6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has expressed government's resolve to streamline country's economy by bringing strict reforms in all public sector entities. Shehbaz Sharif has directed to formulate a plan of action to ease legal procedures for the convenience of common man. President has called for expanding bilateral relations between Pakistan and Japan across a wide spectrum of areas, especially trade and investment. Foreign Minister will represent Pakistan at the first nuclear energy summit being held at Brussels tomorrow. 104 Palestinians were martyred in continued Israeli bombardment on Gaza during the last 24 hours. In second round of FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifier, Pakistan will play against Jordan in Islamabad tomorrow. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has expressed resolve to streamline the country's economy by bringing strict reforms in all public sector entities. During the Federal Cabinet meeting in Islamabad today, he said the government will work diligently to enhance foreign direct investment, expand tax net, reduce public debt, eliminate power theft, and implement stern austerity measures in the government departments. The Prime Minister said a conducive environment will be created to attract investments across various sectors, including agriculture, industries, information technology, and mines and minerals. Alluding to the pending tax cases worth 2,400 billion rupees, the Prime Minister appealed to the Chief Justice of Pakistan to direct the courts to dispose of these cases at the earliest. The Prime Minister also expressed a resolve to enhance the tax base and bring the potential sectors into tax net. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and his cabinet members have decided to voluntarily forego their salaries and other perks and privileges with the austerity drive of the government. A decision to this effect was taken at a meeting of Federal Cabinet which met in Islamabad today with Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif in the chair. The Cabinet also accorded approval for the formation of Pakistan International Airlines Holding Company. The Cabinet was briefed about the staff-level agreement with the International Monetary Fund by Finance Minister Mohammad Aurangzeb to revive national economy and boost investors' confidence. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has directed to formulate a plan of action to ease legal procedures for the convenience of common man. He gave these directions while chairing the first meeting of the Special Committee on Legal and Judicial Reforms in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister instructed to prepare a package of constitutional and legal amendments for judicial reforms. He expressed the desire for easy and prompt dispensation of justice to the people. Regarding tax matters, the Prime Minister said tax procedure and laws should be made easy for the general public, especially the business community. He advised the committee to present legal suggestions to ensure effective tax collections. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has underscored the need to enhance bilateral cooperation with the United Kingdom in trade, investment, climate, and other fields. Talking to British High Commissioner Jane Marriott, who called on him in Islamabad today, he called for augmenting developing convergences on the regional and multilateral issues of mutual interest. Shehbaz Sharif also called for early resumption of PIA flights between Pakistan and the UK that would help strengthen linkages between the two countries. President Asif Ali Zardari has called for expanding the scope of bilateral cooperation between Pakistan and Japan across a wide spectrum of areas, especially trade, investment, economy, culture, and people-to-people contacts. Talking to the ambassador of Japan, Mitsuhiro Ueda in Islamabad today, the president said that Pakistan is a huge market and Japanese businesses should benefit from the economic opportunities by investing in diverse sectors. He highlighted that Japan has been a key development partner of Pakistan in different sectors under the Japan International Cooperation Agency. He further said that Pakistan has a huge population and could send the trained workforce and professionals to help Japan fulfill its requirements. Pakistan and International Monetary Fund have reached a staff-level agreement on the second and final review under standby arrangement. This came on conclusion of negotiations between Finance Ministry and the IMF team led by Nathan Porter in Islamabad. Pakistan will receive $1.1 billion after approval from the IMF's executive board. In his statement following the talks, Nathan Porter said Pakistan's economic and financial position has improved in the months since the first review. He recognized the new government's commitment to continue the policy efforts that started under the current SPA to entrench economic and financial stability for the remainder of this year. Foreign Minister Mohammad Ishaq Dar left for Belgium today to participate in the first nuclear energy summit scheduled to be held at Brussels tomorrow. On the sidelines of this summit, the foreign minister will hold bilateral meetings with leaders and foreign ministers of participating countries. In a statement, the Foreign Office said the foreign minister's participation in the summit will contribute to further strengthening of Pakistan's collaboration with International Atomic Energy Agency and developing a shared perspective on peaceful uses of nuclear energy. This is Radio Pakistan. 12 coal mine workers were killed in a gas explosion inside mine in Harnai district of Balochistan today. According to the police, rescue operation in the mine has been completed and 8 coal mine workers were safely pulled out from the mine. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has expressed deep grief and sorrow over the loss of precious lives in an explosion in a coal mine in Harnai. Condoling with bereaved families, he also prayed for the departed soul. All Parties Hurriyat Conference has urged international community to probe all massacres in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, including the Chhattisgarh massacre. The APHC spokesman, Advocate Abdul Rashid Minhas, in a statement in Srinagar, condemned the Chhattisgarh massacre as a sinister conspiracy by India to sow religious division among Kashmiris and defame the legitimate freedom movement. He praised the Kashmiris for thwarting Indian attempts to sow discord through unity. APHC AJK convener Mahmood Ahmed Sanghad, in a statement in Islamabad, also said that the massacre in Chhattisgarh was a sinister plot by India to divide the Kashmiri people on religious grounds. 104 Palestinians were martyred in continued Israeli bombardment on Gaza enclave during the last 24 hours. According to the Gaza Health Ministry, 162 people were injured. The martyrdom toll of Palestinians in Israeli aggression since October 7 last year in besieged enclave has risen to over 31,900. Meanwhile, the WHO says an increasing number of children in Gaza are on the brink of death due to acute hunger, with newborns simply dying because of low birth weight. The United Nations World Food Programme has called for urgent support from the international donor community as millions suffer from the acute food insecurity in East Africa. In a statement, the UN agency said the level of food insecurity in the Eastern Africa region has increased by 95% due to economic fallout of COVID-19, coupled with effects of conflict in Ukraine and recurrent drought conditions. Human Rights Watch and Oxfam has asked the United States to immediately suspend arms supply to Israel. In a joint statement, both organizations accused Israel of systematically blocking assistance, including preventing aid provided by the U.S. from reaching Palestinians in northern Gaza. In China, at least 14 people have been killed and 37 others injured when a passenger bus rammed into a tunnel wall in Shanxi province. In the second round of FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifier, Pakistan will play against Jordan at Jinnah Sports Ground, Islamabad tomorrow. The match will start at 2 p.m. And finally, the weather. Dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during all day time, while partly cloudy in upper areas during the next 12 hours. However, rain with windstorm, thunderstorm is likely in Gilgit-Baltistan, Kashmir, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Islamabad, Pothohar region. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.